Prime Minister Yingluck Shinawatra has insisted that her cabinet lineup, in which there were a total of 16 portfolio changes, is appropriate for reviving the country's economy following last year's massive floods. In the new lineup, Kitirat Naranong is named Finance Minister, as well as Deputy Premier, replacing Tirachai Puwanat Naranuban, who left the cabinet. Kitirat now has a clear mandate to implement the Pheu Thai party's policies, especially the transfer of 1.14 trillion baht legacy public debt to the Bank of Thailand, the issuing of 300 billion baht government bonds, and the provision of another 300 billion baht soft loans to businesses and industries damaged by the floods. Prime Minister Yingluck also defended the qualifications of some new cabinet members, saying that Nattawut Saikia, for example, is well qualified to be a deputy agriculture minister due to his understanding of farmers' issues. Nattawut was a leader of the Red Shirt movement who helped the Pheu Thai party win the July 3, 2011 election. Regarding Nalini Thavisin, a new PM's office prime minister, who is still on the U.S.'s blacklist due to her alleged business dealing with Zimbabwe, Yingluck said the blacklist would not affect the new minister's work and the appointment is legal under Thai law. Yingluck also plans to meet leaders of the armed forces to explain the appointment of Asean Sukampol Suwanatat as the new defense minister, who is known to be a close ally of fugitive ex-premier Thaksin Shinawatra. Meanwhile, Pheu Thai sources said Thaksin, who has played the key role behind the latest Yingluck cabinet reshuffle, is expected to push for another round of cabinet reshuffle in June this year, and with a total of 111 veteran politicians belonging to the former Thai Rak Thai and related parties would be free to join the cabinet. Following the disbanding of Thai Rak Thai and related parties in 2007, these 111 politicians, formerly executive members of the parties, face a 5-year ban on taking up political posts. The ban would end in May this year.
So the political arena of Thailand should be heated up during the mid-year, again, as the 111 members of the Thai Rak Thai party, who is now free of the disbandment and being prohibited from politics, can now re-enter the arena once again. And another update on the local issue today is because of the financial problems in the US and the Eurozone, the Stock Exchange of Thailand, or SET's president, looks forward to empowering businesses and investors to match their own strengths with the right financial opportunities. Jarampon Chotikasatian, the SET president, said the exchange predicted trading volatility in the first half of the year. It also forecast that the capital investment in the emerging markets will drop or stand pat because the injection of money by central banks in the US and the European Union may not enhance their economies as much as during the crisis in 2008. As a result, financial institutions around the globe will continue to deleveraging the investments, which will directly affect the world's cash flow. However, it is predicted that the EU will come up with clearer policies to ease its member nations' debts in the second half. On the equities side, the market's capitalization target is 120 billion baht this year. In addition, the bourse will encourage listed companies to raise more capital. The SET will support the establishment of an infrastructure fund and a real estate investment trust, as well as relaxing regulations to allow more multinational and holding companies to list on the Thai exchange. The SET also targets 740,000 to 750,000 trading accounts this year, compared with 680,000 accounts currently, with derivative accounts reach 80,000. We plan to expand the customer base and investment of institutions in every country, as well as the expansion of corporate investors to use more derivatives in their business risk management, said Jarampon. He said the board will support the expanded use of derivatives by corporate investors in their business risk management. Total trading value is forecast to average 31 billion baht to 32 billion baht per day, compared with 28 billion baht last year. Trading via the Thailand Futures Exchange should achieve 55,000 to 57,000 contracts per day, compared with 41,000 contracts in 2011. Jarampon said the SET would also launch new products such as Thai depository receipts and currency futures, as well as new products in the SET 50 and gold futures.
Moving on with our local news, the oil price fluctuations have not yet altered this year's inflation forecast in a range of 3.3 to 3.8%. But the private sector is worried the rising energy costs and higher wages would eventually push up product prices. Yang Yong Puongrat, the Permanent Secretary for Commerce, said the oil price volatility could boost inflation by only 0.05%, according to a news report. However, it will add the cost of some products such as construction materials, cement, and steel. The Commerce Ministry's inflation target for 2012 is based on the Dubai crude oil price of 95 to 115 US dollars per barrel and the exchange rate of 29.33 per dollar for the whole year. Due to the government's measures to help consumers cope with the rising cost of living, the first quarter inflation is expected to be only 3.65 to 3.75%, still higher than the same period last year. According to the Commerce Ministry, 4 key risks are now influencing the country's inflation rate, namely local politics, the global economy, especially euro debt crisis, an unstable situation in Arab countries, natural disasters, and the uncertainty of global interest rates trend.
The Commerce Ministry's Department of International Trade Promotion yesterday launched the Thailand Trust Mark, or TTM, to replace Thailand brand logo used to assure customers of the quality of Thai products and services. Commerce Minister Kittirat Ranong said the trust mark would help promote Thai high-quality standards of the goods, and not only in ASEAN when it becomes a single market in 2015, but also globally. In addition, Thailand will focus more on promoting two-way trade with its counterparts instead of concentrating only on the benefits of exports. This strategy will encourage trading partners to do business with Thailand as the country offers mutual benefits. Promotion of Thai products for export will also focus on value-added goods to achieve sustainable growth. He said the new TTM would certify products and services that are in conformity with internationally accepted standards. The trust mark will guarantee the diversity and refinement of products and services from Thailand, which consumers worldwide can trust as a reliable country of origin standard. He said that despite a slowing global economy, Thailand would continue to enjoy export growth of at least 15% this year, thanks to stringent trade stimulation measures and the ability of Thai exporters to add value to their products and services. Kittirat said that although exports in December shrank because of the severe impact of the floods, they were recovering and should return to growth in the current first quarter of the new year.